Hello everyone, welcome in. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we're doing a 2021 forecast for our Gemini Singles. So if you're looking for new love in 2021, this is the reading for you. And this is for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so if you're single and hopefully ready to mingle, let's have a look and see what your forecast is for the year ahead. So we're going to pull out a couple of Power of Love activation cards, and then we're going to pull out a few oracles, and then we're going to pull a tarot for each month throughout the year and see where we go. All right. So don't forget also, this is a general reading and an intuitive reading. So not every message will resonate with every single person. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. All right. So let's see what energies we need to activate for 2021. Yes, too many. Sorry, not quite ready, but we'll take that one. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we'll get that one and that one. So we have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. All right, so it seems here that you've surrendered to spirit. You've surrendered to the universe. You trust that the universe has your back. And you are just going with the flow, all right? You know exactly that you figured out that in order to bring in the new, you have to release the old. We've been through quite the time of transformation here in 2020, all right? And you are looking to just take whatever comes. You're just sitting back. You're not forcing anything. You're not forcing anything to you. And you're ready to just let everything flow. Let love flow. Let energy flow. And it's a beautiful position for you to be in. All right. And then we also have freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Beautiful energy here. It's like you guys are, it's almost like you guys are just, you know, like on the wings of a cloud, and you're just kind of just flowing with whatever goes. Like you've made peace with a bunch of things, probably from the past, and you're just kind of, oh, I'll take it, I'll leave it, whatever, you know, and you're just waiting for the universe to send you some gifts. But again, you're not pushing anything. You're just embracing the here and now, and it's just a very, it's almost like a freeing energy that you guys have right now. Okay, it's very nice. Yeah, it's just very, very nice, open, free flowing energy for you. It's very, yeah, just very nice. It's just, yeah, it's very much this go with the flow kind of thing. It's almost as like you've done a little bit of introspection and realized that if you push too hard, you actually block things from coming in, and you block the flow of the universe. So you've certainly figured out that key. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull out 3 oracle cards. So I'm going to pull out one for the first third of the year, the second one for the second third, and the third one for the third third. All right, so what do Gemini need to know? Gemini Singles, please, for 2021, the first 4 months of the year, please. Okay. So first energy out, first card out, we have career. All right, so the first part of the year, you might be actually a little more focused on your work, your career, your finances, than you actually are on new love, right? And kind of makes sense. 2020 has been a bit of a tumultuous year. Some of you may have lost your jobs, you may have had to start over again, or you've maybe just embraced what you have and you're wanting to make your own career grow. Okay, it's almost like the first 4 months out of the year, you're just really focused on yourself and building something and looking to expand your universe and expanding the opportunities that are available to you. And then what we have coming in the next 4 months out of the year, so May through August, May through August, we have love. This can be welcoming in new love. This can also be self-love, self-care, love with a higher power, love with your higher self. And again, it can also be you're ready to love. You've done some healing. You've spent your time focusing on your career. And now it's time later on in the year to focus on the new, to focus on love. All right. And then the last part of the year, we have dreams, right? Some of you are dreaming big. You are expanding your universe. So some of you might be actually trying to manifest something later on in the year. You could also be getting signs and symbols and some very powerful messages through your dreams, right? Some of you can also just be following your dreams, whatever it is that you're dreaming of. It feels as though you do have success coming in here for you. So when you open yourself up, right, you're certainly going to try and manifest something, manifest your dreams, manifest your love. So, but partway through the year, right, after the second third of the year, you're open and you're ready, and you know that whatever you are dreaming about, right, whatever new love you're dreaming about, you have success, right? You will be successful. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to whatever it is that you want to manifest, right? And I feel here with love coming in, again, this can be a new love coming in for you. This can be you loving yourself, right? But I feel for sure after the first part of the year where you're still focused on your career and making money and maybe getting a promotion or finding a new career for some of you, okay, then once you've done that, then you're a little bit more ready to, a little more safe and secure to focus on bringing in some new love. All right, so I'm going to pull some tarot here, and we're going to pull, like I said, a card for each month, and we're going to see where we go and see how these energies play out through the year for you. All right. So what do we have for Gemini, please? Gemini Singles for the year ahead. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. All right, so let's pull January. There we go. The Emperor, there you are, right? You're focused on your career. You're focused on your abundance, your prosperity. You might be a boss. You might be like a manager. You might be in a leadership role. You could also be, for some of you, you might also own your own business that you need to focus on, right? And that's your focus for January. It's a very powerful energy, okay? And it's one of prosperity and abundance, right? So you're definitely focused on your career the first part of the year. Nothing wrong with that. Building your foundation, right? Because you need that security. You need to feel safe and secure in order to move forward, right? So you might be rebuilding a career. Okay, you could be rising up in a career, right? You could be getting a promotion, but with the Emperor. The Emperor is one of leadership, right? So it's definitely you're in a leadership role of some sort, whether that's working for somebody or building your own business, building your own empire, right? But that's what your focus is on. Okay, let's pull February. February, please. February, we have Temperance. Okay, so now we start to see some energy of some balance coming in, right? Refocus, be a little bit, it's an energy of patience, but one of starting to regain a little bit of balance here, right? Because with the Emperor, and these I'll point out are two major arcana cards coming out right away. All right. So Very powerful energies the very beginning of the year. We've had a huge cosmic shift, right, in December with the Great Conjunction, so a global shift, right? So once you might be a little too much career focused in January, and then by February it starts to ease off. You might start to be thinking about finding a better balance between your work and your home. Okay. And maybe you're just built yourself up and taking care of some issues along the way in January that allow you to just start to relax a little bit with temperance. All right. So let's see, March. In March, we have the Queen of Swords. This is either, it can be male or female, but this is just a feminine energy. But the Queen of Swords, I love the Queen of Swords. This is an energy of clarity, of focus, of intellect, of power, but also one of peace, right? Also finding peace. The Queen of Swords is highly intuitive energy. And so it feels like when temperance steps in here in February, it's almost like you gain a new perspective and gain a new clarity on the direction that you want to move in going forward. Okay. And, the Queen of Swords is very open, very good at communication, right? Very successful as well. Okay. And again, male or female, it's just the feminine version of the swords, and definitely one of success, right? So, like I said, the Queen of Swords is very welcoming, but also a little bit guarded sometimes. Okay. So, but it feels like you do have that clarity, right? So patience steps in and says, hey, there's, you need to start finding a balance. You need to start opening up, and then you're using your intuition in March there to really figure out a way to go forward, or to maybe gain a different perspective and use your intuition on how you want to move forward and how to gain a little bit more balance in your life. All right. April, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're still working hard, right? You're still focused on your career, on your money, right? But you're nearing a completion. The eight is mastering your craft, building your business, building your nest, right? Building your foundation. Okay. So, but you're almost done, right? You're nearing that completion of that cycle, right? So, seeing your way forward. You could also be, figuring out, you might be hiring somebody, right? You could be hiring somebody to alleviate some of your burdens along the way. This could be where the Queen of Swords steps in. It could be a person that comes in to alleviate some of your workload and help you find that balance, right? But you're still working hard. You're still working towards that foundation and that completion, right? So it's very hard-working energy in the first part of the year. And of course, we already knew that. You're focused on your career and money. So let's see what the next part of the year has for you. Let's have a look at May. And we have the Knight of Cups. Here is love coming in for you. So this can either symbolize you stepping into an energy where you're ready to love, you're ready to open yourself up to the possibility of love. You're ready to maybe make take steps forward. Maybe you're ready to go out and socialize a little bit, but you're opening up your emotions to the possibility of love. For others of you, this can be someone coming in to your life, okay, with an offer for you, something that maybe makes your heart sing with joy, maybe something, a little bit of romance, right? Someone wants to take you on a date. They want to get to know you. They want to go out with you. Okay, but that's that love coming in. Okay, and again, it can be either you opening up to the possibility of love, or an actual person coming in to see you. And the nights tend to be They're not as mature as kings, and they're not as committal as the kings. However, um, at this stage, maybe you don't want that, long-term commitment at the moment, right? And of course, it's like kind of the beginnings of love. So it can be an older person that's young at heart, or it can be a younger person, maybe someone younger than you, okay? Because you're represented by the Emperor here, right? So, but this can also just represent just the beginnings of something, the beginnings of an idea, of love, right? Or just the beginnings of an offer, right? Someone maybe wants to take you out for a cup of coffee, right? If that's the case, maybe you do want to go for a cup of coffee, maybe you don't. It sounds like you probably do. All right, so let's move on. And June has the Six of Pentacles. There's your balance again. Okay, there's your balance. Finding that balance. Again, this can be you in a leadership role, right? Maybe you're building your business, giving people a job, finding that balance. But it can also be you just finding that balance between home and career, giving and receiving, right? You've built up your net worth, you've built up your foundation, your business, your career to a point where you have a solid foundation. You're ready to maybe share with other people, right? You could be giving back to the community, making donations to charity, that sort of thing, right? But it's like you're almost a little bit ready to let go of a certain amount of control and find your balance again, okay? Now, July, we have the Two of Pentacles, and there you are, right? You're definitely still trying to figure it all out, right? Because if you're in a leadership role, or if you're running your own business, okay, it can be hard to let go of those reins, right? But you will be successful here. There's unlimited possibilities here for you, okay? So if this is still you trying to figure out your balance between home, career, and home, juggling your finances, juggling your time, okay, then you're working at it, right? And you will be successful at it. We do have here we have a rainbow, right? Rainbows are unlimited potential in tarot. So I see here that, if there is someone new, or you're opening yourself up to the possibility of love, someone coming in, you're maybe trying to figure out how to juggle all of that, right? You're like, okay, yeah, I'm really ready to maybe socialize, go out, maybe a happy hour here and there, something along those lines, right? And you're still just trying to figure it out. You're trying to take those steps, okay? And if this was someone new coming in, that with with a romantic offer, okay, an offer of a new love, new romance, new friendship, even, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic love. It can be a karmic relationship of some sort, right? But or like a kindred spirit is actually more of the energy, right? So it doesn't always have to be a love interest, but however that resonates, you are trying to figure it out. You're trying to go with the flow a little bit and trying to figure out how you can balance all those energies to move forward. Okay, so let's see what August has for you. August for Gemini, please. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so you could be getting a message of from someone. You could be taking action on something. The pages can also be about learning, right? So, you're trying to balance your energies here. You're trying to juggle something, and you're maybe trying to learn how to take action in order to move forward, in order to figure out how to move forward with, perhaps a romantic relationship, but you're learning how to find that balance, right? Because it feels like, especially with the Emperor, that maybe you don't always know how to find that. Okay, so we do have a lot of balancing out energies here. And then again, the page of Wands. he is facing, the page is facing the Two of Pentacles. So it's like you're taking action. You figured out how to find that balance. You figured out how to move forward and how to take action. It can also be you just waking up, right? This can be you waking up and going, yeah, I really want to find love again. I really want to figure this out. I want to take action, right? So you've got this renewed passion, and you're taking like little baby steps to try and figure it out and trying to figure out how to move forward. So let's see what September has. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is a completion of a cycle, sometimes a painful completion of something, but an end of a cycle where, you know, you're done with the heartache, you're done with difficulties, you're done with, you know, perhaps being alone, right? The tens are endings, but they're also new beginnings, right? So where something ends, something new can come in. So you're perhaps putting an end to this cycle of being a bit of a workaholic, okay, of not taking action on something, of not embracing the new, right? You're putting the old to rest, and so that you can look forward to something better. All right. This can, well, maybe this can also be for some of you. Okay, this can also be for some of you. This can be perhaps with the Knight of Cups here. This can be perhaps a short-term fling over the summer for some of you, right? You know, maybe you've tried to find a way forward with this person. Maybe you've tried to make it work out, and maybe it just doesn't quite last as long as you maybe wanted. Okay, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe it wasn't destined. Okay, maybe it just wasn't going to work out with this person at this time, and that can be that ending, right? But of course, whenever something ends, something new can come in. So we'll see what new this is. So let's have a look at October. And then we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so the Page of Cups, this is a new offer and quite innocent, and you know, the pages are quite often, they're either delivering you a message, it could be you learning something new, but it can also be, it can also be something, just the start of something, right? So if this summertime fling, if this maybe just didn't last too long, and this Page of Wands over here is, you know, either you or this person just trying to figure out how to put an end to something, okay? But the Page of Cups is something new, right? Something new, a message, a new person coming in. It's the seeds of something. It's the start of something, and it can also just be you taking, you know, with this end of your workaholic type cycle, because there's a lot of pentacles in here, and this can be you learning how to embrace new love going forward. So the few different energies that can come in with the pages there. And I will be pulling clarifiers for each card here to go a little bit deeper into the message. All right. So in the meantime, let's get November. And then we move into the Ten of Cups. Okay, so Ten of Cups is a completion of a cycle, but a very happy one, right? It's the happily ever after card. This is emotional fulfillment. This is, this is long-term commitment, long-term happiness, okay? So for some of you, again, this can be this person or this new love. Once you find your balance, right, this can put an end to old cycles, old painful cycles, right? And the start of something new that blossoms into something really prosperous for you and really loving and really emotionally fulfilling for you, okay? And then for others of you, if this was just a kind of a short-term fling in the middle of the summer, maybe it just didn't quite work out, right? And you know, you're sad about it, maybe it really hurt, but that allows you to move forward into something new and to welcome in a new opportunity that has that potential for that happy ending. Okay, now let's just have a quick look and see December. And the Three of Pentacles. There you go. right? You're building something new. You have this potential with the Ten of Cups for this long-term happiness. Your emotions are fulfilled, and now you can build a new foundation. You can build a new beginning with this person, okay? And this can also be you rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your own happiness, right? Rebuilding your own way forward. Right, the Three of Pentacles is building a foundation, okay? And quite often it's, a lot of time it's about career or money, right? But I feel in this case here, this can either be you building a foundation with a new person after a fling, or embracing the fact that this person potentially coming in for you, should you choose to take it, by the way, right? Because the Two of Pentacles can also be you choosing whether to continue or not, right? But either way, you do have this completion, okay? And so it's either a completion of this person will bring about your happiness, or this completion of this fling bringing in again something new, right? It can be, I can read that either way. I do have both those energies coming in, right? But the end result here, by the time December comes along, the Three of Pentacles not only is about building foundation, it can also be about collaboration, right? Collaboration, and maybe this person might have something to do with your business. This might have been where you met them, right? You might have met them through your business dealings, okay? But either way, your Ten of Cups, this is your wish fulfillment. This is your dreams coming true, okay? So it does feel for some of you that once you finish concentrating on your career and you blossom up and open yourself up to love, you do have, this is like your dream person. This can be potentially be a dream relationship. All right. And again, for some of you, maybe you realize that your dream is you love your career, you love yourself, and that's what you want to move forward with. But certainly for some of you, you do have that happy ending in your future towards the end of the year. So I'm actually going to, right now, I'm just going to clarify each one of these energies. Okay, I'm just going to pull from another deck and see where we go here. All right, we're going to clarify the cards on the table here, please. Oops. All right, so clarify. Let's start out, we'll clarify the, it's not quite. Clarify the Emperor for me, please. Spirit. Clarify the Emperor. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is January. All right. The Emperor is clarified with the Two of Cups. Okay, so I feel in this energy here that, yeah, you're very focused on your career. It's like you're married to your career. This is what's giving you your fulfillment at the beginning of the year. Okay, so you're very deeply committed to whatever this type of career path is for you. Okay, now for some of you with the Two of Cups energy, okay, this can be, by the way, this can be love coming in for you really fast, right? Because the Two of Cups is about a soul connection. It's about a partnership. Okay, so for some of you, this Emperor could actually represent a new love interest coming in for you, right? Pretty early in the year. However, for some of you, that could be that. It could be someone perhaps a little bit older, someone very well established, someone that's, this is Aries energy here with the Emperor, so could be a fire sign of some sort, okay? But it could be someone older and someone very decisive and someone in a position of authority, okay, and might give you, present an offer to you, right? You may or may not take it this early in the year. We'll continue to clarify the cards on the table. We'll continue to clarify each month. But for some of you, this Emperor could represent a love interest coming in, all right? But I feel for the majority of you, that this is you being very much married to your career at this point in the year, and that's where your focus is. So let's continue on. Let's clarify Temperance. and this is February, and we have the Lovers. Beautiful. There's your card right there. The Lovers is Gemini, right? So Temperance and the Lovers right there. That is a beautiful, very powerful energy. So some of you, for sure, this Emperor here, for some of you, this could be some sort of soul connection. This can be the Lovers is a karmic relationship. It's like a soulmate energy. Okay, it's a soulmate energy that's there. And then with Temperance as well, you might need to be making a choice. The Lovers used to be called the Choice. Okay, so if this Emperor here, if this Emperor does represent a love interest for you, it's very strong, very powerful connection, right? You might get the feeling that this person is your soulmate because of the energy that they carry with them. Okay, but you may or may not choose to continue with it. Okay, for some of you, you might. For some of you, you might, because, I mean, for us to have the Two of Cups as well as the Lovers here, it's a very deep connection. Okay, but your Temperance is here to offer you a little bit of balance and a little bit of guidance. For me, Temperance is a bit of a guardian angel type of energy, so it feels like Spirit is really here. But for some of you, this can just be you really doing some deep soul searching, and this can be you coming into partnership with your higher self and with Spirit as well, right? Spirit again is Temperance, right? So this can be you really connecting with your inner self and with your guides. Okay, and don't forget, we do have this freedom and patience energy going on here also. So it's like you've tapped into something and you're going to go with the flow. Okay, so however that resonates for you, there's a number of different messages coming out in the first couple of months of the year there. Okay, so if this Emperor represents a person coming into your life here and giving you that, they might already be, you might already know them, you might have already met them. Okay, but they might be giving you a genuine offer of love, and then you may or may not choose to take it. And I think you're going to consult with your higher self, consult with a higher power to decide whether you want to continue with it and go forward, right? Because we do have clarity with the Queen of Swords coming in March. So let's clarify that and see where else we go. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please. And we have Judgment. Okay, Judgment. So Karma steps in. Karma steps in here. And I'm just going to pull one more card on that, and let's see. And the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so it feels here that that Karma steps in. So this, if this is a relationship here, if this is someone that's come in and you're choosing, you're trying to decide whether to go forward, it feels here as though your guardian angel, again, I have two guardian angel cards in the tarot, Temperance and Judgment. They're a little bit different, but it's like there's someone watching over you. But this could possibly be a karmic relationship. Okay, and you're going to see that clearly. You've asked for guidance, you've asked for help, and you've asked for some clarity to move forward and to make a decision, because the Lovers can be a choice, right? You don't have to choose to continue on with this. And I think you're gonna see the light. Judgment can be about answering the call, seeing the light, and I see that there's some with the Five of Wands, there's some competitive activity. You might have more than one potential suitor, or you might want more than one potential suitor. But this is coming in very quickly. I feel you're going to make a decision very fast in order to see whether you want to move forward or not. Okay, if this is a person coming in for you. Again, some of you, this can be just you connecting with your higher self, right? Because again, you are kind of have this workaholic energy a bit at the beginning of the year for some of you. Okay, so if you're connecting with your higher self, calling in your guides, trying to see your way forward, okay, and your call is answered, right? This is getting clarity on moving forward, and again, it backs up, clarifies the Queen of Swords, right, which is clarity and intuition and looking into your soul, okay, and it feels like you are doing that. So you have competing energies competing for your attention, I feel. So you might be pulled in a number of different directions, right? And again, if you're running your own business or you're focused on your career, you're trying to see your way forward. You're trying to see your way to find additional balance and break free from that, right? But this is very quick moving energy here with the Eight of Wands, and there's a lot of communication happening, a lot of clarity happening. Okay, so it's very interesting energy there for you at the beginning of the year. So let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles, which would be for April. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is very interesting, and I will point this out. So we have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so you've got laser sharp focus here. Very laser sharp focus. You are mastering your craft. You are building your business. You are building your career, your foundation. Okay, so it's very significant. It's usually very significant when we have the same energy clarifying that energy. So the Eight clarifying the Eight. Okay, so I feel here that when judgment steps in, that your choice might be made. And I feel that we have the Tower here as well, and then the Seven of Wands. So I think what's happening here for some of you anyway, if you're trying to figure out if this Emperor here in January represented a person, you're trying to figure out if you're going to choose to go forward with this person or not. Some of you may, however, some of you may not, because I think your foundations are like, the Tower is sudden and unexpected change. I think in this case it might not be that unexpected, but I have a feeling that that this relationship may not continue past this point for some of you, if that's what this represents. Okay, just saying. All right, so for others of you, and for the majority of you, I think this is you're focused on your career, right, and you're deeply committed to that career. And then judgment steps in, karma steps in and says, yeah, you know what? There's better things in life. You can still work hard. You can still build your foundation. You can still build your career. But guess what? I'm going to shake things up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to make you stand your ground. I'm going to make you seen. I'm going to make you, change your direction and change your focus. All right, and this is the Seven of Wands. This can be you just fending off what is trying to divert your attention from the task at hand. All right, but the Tower comes in and bam, you are just, this is fast, okay? This is fast. I don't feel it's bad, okay? A lot of people are afraid of the Tower because it represents change and again, a sudden and unexpected change. So if you're not expecting it, it can totally freak you out. All right, but I feel in this particular case here, it's almost like you know it's coming, right? Because you have this deeper insight going on, and I think you know that it's coming. Okay, so again, if this is you in your relationship, I have a feeling that maybe this is done, like you maybe gave it a whirl, you tried to figure it out, and it's just not the right time for you. It's not the right relationship for you, right? And I think you choose to walk away, and that changes your direction. Might open your eyes a little bit. All right, but I think for others of you, you're completing this. You're completing this task. You're trying to complete building your foundations of your relationship, and bam, the Tower comes in for you and just rocks you to your very core. And it's like, whoa, I've just had this epiphany, and I think what I want to do is move forward with something just a little bit different. All right, so I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups, clarified with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a new opportunity. This is a message of something new, right? And again, we already went through that some of you might have this new love interest, or this can be you opening yourself up to love or extending an offer of love to somebody. Okay, but with the Page of Pentacles, this can be a very innocent energy. It can also be one of, you might learn something new, but you might be meeting this person through your workplace, right? If this represents this new love with this Knight of Cups, right? This can be, it might be a new employee, a new client, a new vendor, but you could be meeting this person at work, all right? Or getting a message through somebody at work, somewhere along those lines. I do feel this is kind of connected to your career or your workplace, okay? Let's see, clarify the Six of Pentacles. And this is in June. And we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, you're feeling a little anxious. And then we have the Six of Cups and the Magician. Well, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Some of you, this person, this potential love interest could be someone from the past. Okay, and I feel as though maybe here you're ready to love again. Like maybe you've been so focused on your career that, you know, something has to happen to shake up, to shake your world and make you ready for love, ready to move forward. And I think for some of you, this can perhaps be someone from your childhood, right? We have the Page of Pentacles with the Six of Cups here. So this can be someone from your past. It's maybe a childhood sweetheart, maybe someone you grew up with, maybe just someone that you used to know. Can also be someone that maybe you used to work with many years ago, and maybe now you've crossed paths again, right? And the Six of Cups is quite often an indicator of that. Okay, so it could be someone new coming in for you. And I feel here in this energy, the Nine of Swords can be one of anxiety, staying awake at night, restless, you know, worried about a lot of things. But we have the Magician here. You have manifested something, right? And again, we had patience energy to start off with, and also freedom as well. So I feel with the Magician here, I think that you have perhaps had some sort of epiphany that made you realize that, hey, maybe this person from the past is who you want and is who you want to move forward with, because you're manifesting them back into your life. The Magician is about manifestation, okay? And it's like you're purposely trying to bring this person in, okay? And with the Page of Pentacles here, so this could certainly be for some of you manifesting that person back into your life, okay? For others of you, it just may be that nostalgia. Maybe this person, this Knight of Cups that's wandering into your life here. This can be, the Six of Cups can be about nostalgia. It can be about innocence. It can be about, you know, embracing past like feelings, like, you know, when you were a kid and you're like, you loved people because you love them and you didn't really think too much about it, right? And it has you just, there's a little innocence about that. So I think if this Knight of Cups is a person coming in and giving you some offering to take you out on a date, a cup of coffee, I think you're kind of maybe like giddy like a kid again. Okay, it kind of freaks you out a little bit with the Nine of Swords, kind of freaks you out a little bit, but this is what you want. This is what you manifested, right? You thought about it. You had Temperance come in, you had your guardian angels come in, you had Judgment come in, right? You've had all these powerful energies come in, and you've harnessed the power of the universe to bring about what you want. All right, and you're trying to figure out that balance because you're still kind of career focused here. Okay, it's very interesting energies, right? So we'll clarify the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Empress. Okay, so for some of you, for some of you, this is something new. This is blossoming. This Knight of Cups is blossoming into something. You're maturing, you're blossoming. This potential relationship, this person, the Empress, is a very powerful energy, one of abundance, one of the birth of something new, the start of something new and powerful and grounded and beautiful. Okay, so if you're juggling something, right? We had the Two of Pentacles earlier. So if you're juggling something, your home, career, Empress steps in and says, hey, guess what? I'm here to ground you. I'm here for you to figure out a way forward. I'm here for you to embrace your abundance. Okay. For some of you, you might be really embracing a new relationship, and it's blossoming and it's blooming. Okay. And it's moving forward, and you're embracing it. You're growing it. Okay, you're growing it, you're nurturing it, you're moving it forward. Okay, I'm just going to clarify this Page of Wands here. Clarify the Page of Wands for me. And we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so interesting. So the Four of Wands is a celebratory energy. Okay, it's about it's quite often the marriage card, just so you know. All right. The Empress can sometimes be the pregnancy card. So some of you, sorry guys, my my camera cut out there, so just had to restart it there. Random memory. So I think for some of you, you might be entering a higher level of commitment. You might be wanting to start a family with this person, especially if this is someone from your past, someone that you used to know, someone that you already have a foundation with. Okay. And I know not everyone in a new love reading and a singles reading wants to hear that there might be someone coming back from the past, but I think for somebody, for some of you here, that's definitely what's happening. Okay. And I think you're very attractive to each other. And I think you're going to enter, into a higher level of commitment. It doesn't necessarily have to be one of marriage at this particular moment in time, although for some of you it could be. Okay. But I think for sure someone is going to take some action here and step into that higher commitment. So you could be getting engaged, you could be moving in together, you could be moving, okay, something along those lines, right? But I think some of you are going to be embracing something, right? And while you're with the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling something, you're trying to decide, you're trying to find your balance, you're trying to find your way forward, and it feels like you certainly have in this energy. And you see how beautiful and bright these energies are. Okay. Very, very positive energies. Okay. Very positive here in the middle of the year for you. So it's like when that tower happened, it opened up the floodgates and opened up all your possibilities to you. Okay. So, I will revisit the Emperor and the Two of Cups and the Lovers here. Okay, so if this is someone at the beginning of the year for some of you, I don't feel this is for everybody necessarily, but this can also be you making the decision to move forward with this person or not. The Tower can be just your shakeup of that relationship. And it could be to renew something, to rekindle something, and to perhaps show you both that maybe you are actually meant to be together. Okay, but there might be that period of separation first, and then you move into something a little bit stronger. Okay, I don't feel that's for everybody. I feel that is for someone specific, but it is in my head. And so I do have to say it. Okay, so I think that's for somebody, but I do think for others of you, I think that this person who potentially comes into your life here in the middle of the year, I think whether they're a past person or not, but I think it's someone that will propel you into a higher level of commitment. Okay, and that brings us into, the end of a cycle with this Ten of Swords. So I'm just going to clarify this Ten of Swords and see what this is all about. Clarify this Ten of Swords for me, please. Temperance again. Okay, guardian angels, very, very powerful in this reading for you. Okay, so Temperance again. And so this is a healing energy as well as one of balance, higher enlightenment, intuition, very grounding energy. It's a very calming energy. I find Temperance to be very calming. Okay, so it's also very healing, right? So it's also very healing energy. So it's like healing from the past, healing from those past cycles, healing to help you go forward, having that balance, right? So it's like all this good that's coming in towards you in the middle of the year here, even though there's a little bit of juggling going on, a little bit of decisiveness that needs to happen. But it's like once you've opened up the floodgates to love, it allows you to heal. It allows you to move forward. It allows you to put an end to these cycles. Okay, it's I love Temperance. I love this energy. It's just such a beautiful energy. Okay, so let's have a look and clarify. Thank you very much. The Page of Cups. Okay, the High Priestess, right? Very powerful energy. Again, the High Priestess is very intuitive, very psychic energy. The High Priestess is also the ultimate control and the ultimate mastery of emotions, right? The High Priestess's robes are actually the water that is seen in the rest of the cards in the deck. Okay, but this is mastery of emotions, control of emotions. Now, the High Priestess also quite often is an energy of playing your cards close to your chest a little bit. Okay, the High Priestess doesn't always reveal everything that she knows. Okay, so for some of you here, we also had this potential summer fling, right? And that was the initial energies that came out, right? So if that was you in a potential summer fling originally, and that might end and start something new with the Page of Cups here, right? This can be you going within and healing from that, going within and finding your way forward and just playing your cards close to your chest a little bit, okay, to protect yourself, okay? But, but for you guys that are maybe going through with a relationship, right, this is like healing the past, and this is giving you that intuition. I feel that your intuition is certainly on point, right? You might not reveal everything to your partner, and you might be just going within and trying to find your way forward, trying to find your new happiness, right? But definitely a powerful energy, and it's also one of balance, right? So this potential person, this higher commitment that you might be having, or your marriage, if that's for you, your engagement, okay? This is a balance of masculine and feminine, and it's like, we struggled at the beginning of the year and halfway through the year to find a balance. And it's like the High Priestess, with this High Priestess, this is you finding that balance in a very powerful and mature way. All right, so I'm going to clarify the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Whoa, thank you. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the Devil. All right, so it's like and pull one more card. Clarify the Devil for me, please. Justice. Okay, another energy of balance, by the way. Okay, a lot of finding balance in this reading. Okay, a lot of finding balance. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, which is our happy ending. So for some of you, you absolutely do have a happy ending here. Okay, and for others of you, I think what you're trying to do here is you're trying to find your balance, because the devil energy, while it can be, quite often negative, right? Because it's, temptation and lust and, negative cycles and bad karma and all that kind of thing. But what it also can be is obsession and addiction. Okay, and don't forget, at the beginning of the year, for a lot of you, you're so focused on your career that you have to be careful, because it can border on obsession and addiction, right? You can have that workaholic energy. The Emperor can be a workaholic. Okay, so I feel here this happiness, this Ten of Cups energy, this potential relationships, or however you find yourself towards the end of the year. I think that justice comes in to give you a new beginning, something very balanced. Oops, I'll put that down for a second. The Six of Pentacles is also about finding balance, right? So two energies of balance in order to have your happy ever after, your emotional fulfillment, right? So, and I feel here, because it's the Six of Pentacles finding you balance, that justice steps in, like the universe steps in. Justice is also new beginnings, by the way. So it's 11. So it's new beginnings and successful new beginnings. So I feel that the universe has stepped in and gone, okay, you need just a little bit of help here, so that you don't fall into negative patterns of behavior that you used to have. And this can be, again, representative of negative relationship patterns, but I feel here it's more of the workaholic pattern, right? So I feel that justice has stepped in, universe has stepped in and gone, no, we're going to help you out just a little bit, because we don't want you sliding backwards. We want you to be happy. Okay. And I think that, that's the energy of just trying to back you away from those workaholic, those obsessive, addictive kind of energies, right? Because we do always want that balance between your home and your career, and between your emotions and your material world. Okay, so I feel that's an end to that cycle. Okay, and I mean, it's always kind of a little freaky to see the devil show up there, but I don't feel in this one that it's really. I don't feel that it's like super negative in this one. I feel it's more of a warning, just, a reminder, especially with all of this balance coming up in your reading here. It's crazy. So yeah, I do feel that you have all of your guardian angels here just to ward off this addictive devil quality that I think it's you, in how you can maybe sometimes be with your career. All right. So I'm just going to clarify this last one, this Three of Pentacles. Clarify Three of Pentacles, please. And we have the Queen of Wands. And I'm just going to pull one more, and the Seven of Cups. All right. So by the end of the year, you're again building a foundation and building your building yourself back up. This can be you working at your relationship again. All right. You may have. This might be actually be where the devil comes into play. You may have had all this happiness and then slid back into your old ways, your old workaholic ways, right? And you got to climb right back out of there again, right? Because the Three of Pentacles, again, we're kind of about, about your foundation, but we're also a little bit about your career again, right? So you may have neglected your career a little bit and need to rebuild a little bit of something or get back into the swing of things. But this can also be you being, I feel this devil is more of a warning to not slide back into workaholic tendencies if that was the case there. Okay. But the Three of Pentacles, I feel if this is your, this is you building something, right? It's a solid foundation, right? You're also maybe having to learn something. So maybe this relationship that came in, right, caused you to, again, find your balance, right? There's so much energy about finding your balance in this reading. It's crazy how much there is. All right. It keeps coming out. So it's almost like you you know, you need to find that balance again. You're almost like you're learning, right? The Three of Pentacles, you can be learning how to have that balance and that foundation again, right? It's like you're rebuilding a little bit, okay? But you're taking action on it, right? You're sitting there, you know, with the Queen of Wands, you might ask someone for help with this, okay? Because if this is you with the Devil energy here, right? You're happy, you've got everything going for you, okay? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh God, you just slip right back into that, you know, obsessive-y kind of energy there, career-based, I feel, okay? And, you know, now this is you back to the grindstone. I feel that maybe somebody comes in to steer you a different direction or to help you out there. Okay, so you might actually be asking someone for their assistance or their guidance, because the Queen of Wands is very approachable in that regard. Okay, so that can be you just asking for a little bit of help, like, oh my God, get this monkey off my back. How do I find my balance again? Okay, and you might be asking for that help and looking at your options. Okay, so, but for this can also be you just embracing your more feminine qualities, right? Because you don't have to be male or female. Embracing your feminine qualities here, taking action, but in a very mature, very respectful kind of way, and looking at all of the scenarios in front of you and finding a clear direction, and using more of your heart than your head, right? Finding a clear direction, finding your path forward, regaining your steps again, right? Trying to find again that balance is very, very powerful for you guys here right now, and taking action on whatever it is you decide to move forward to build your path again, but in a more abundant, emotionally balanced way than maybe what you were at the beginning of the year. All right, if that makes sense to you. But you do have, there's love coming in for you here, and abundance and happiness coming in for you also. And again, I feel this is maybe just for some of you that can maybe take things to a little bit of extreme, all right, and just regaining that balance. And again, there's a lot of balanced energy coming in here for you, right? And it's all kind of hinging on that Tower moment up there, all right? So very interesting energies for you guys for the year. So I'm going to close, thank you. I'm going to close out your reading with a Heart and Soul card. And let's just have a look. These are tricky to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. But what else does Gemini need to know, please, for 2021? New love. What do they need to know? There's your card. Oh, it's pretty. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, and again, a little bit kind of tricky career-y energy up there at the beginning of the year, right? And some choices to make, I feel there, but you do have abundance and happiness coming in for you. And again, it is a general read, so a lot can happen in the course of a year, right? You know, that pesky little thing called free will. However, if the energies play out the way that they're shown here, then there is that abundance and happiness for you guys there, and some new love along the way, and some commitment. Okay, if that's what you're looking for. All right, don't forget, right? You have the Magician showing up here, and you're following your dreams. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope there's some messages in here for you. All right, and if there was, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I really do wish you all the best for 2021. And don't forget to keep checking back, because I do these throughout the months of the year anyway, as things can certainly change. Okay. So again, thank you for watching, and I really do wish you all the best, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.